Hi, welcome to another episode of David Rides a Trike. I'm David, I'm riding the Trike. If you have seen my introduction before, there is a link down below in the description that will allow you to skip it. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I try to provide motivation for people with chronic illnesses and disabilities to get outside and find some fun form of exercise. For me, it's riding this recumbent trike, but whatever you might want to do, ride a recumbent, ride a regular bike, walk, run. If you're suffering from a chronic illness or disability and your doctor says it's okay, by all means, get outside and find something you enjoy doing. Why, you ask? Because doing so can be therapeutic and it's a lot of fun. Personally, I fall into both the chronically ill and disabled categories. I was diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic when I was a year and a half old, although I had a pancreas transplant when I was 41, and that cured me of being a diabetic. I've had 3 organ transplants total, stage 3 cancer with chemo, I'm legally blind, tons of skin cancer, radiation treatment, all kinds of infections, surgeries, hospitalizations, and the list goes on and on. So here we are. It's the end of October, and as you may be able to see, hopefully you can, fall is definitely upon us. This, as opposed to pedal pushing up in Fairbanks, Alaska, who's been well into winter for a while already and is still out riding his trike or trikes. I've stated previously that I am not a fan of cold weather riding. And today is by no means cold. Right now it's about 39 degrees. It's supposed to warm up, I think, to be about 50 or the low 50s. But last year I did push myself. I rode through the winter and even rode when it was in the 20s and down into the teens. And for the most part, I enjoyed it. Once you get warmed up, it's okay. And that's what everyone told me. And I never really believed them until I tried it for myself and found out, yeah, it's not too bad. And riding in the fall always used to remind me, and it was kind of number one on my mind, that winter was coming, and it would kind of bum me out. And it's still one of the leading thoughts. Oh, it's October, before you know it, it's going to be winter. But I've really decided, and especially since I rode through the winter last year and survived, and as I said, enjoyed it, excuse me, that this fall I was just going to ride and enjoy my rides, and that's what I'm doing. Today is a really beautiful day. It's great to be out here riding. It is, as my dad used to say, a little bit nippy, but if you dress properly, it's fine. Now, one of the obvious things about riding in the fall that I like and most people like is the change of colors in the trees. I don't know how much you can see on this video, but the colors are starting to really come out. It's a little bit late. Usually it's a couple weeks earlier, but we had a really dry summer. And then the last few weeks we've had some torrential rains. But the colors are coming out and things look really nice. if you want, and I'll try to remember to put a link down below in the description, if you go to my website, davidridesatrike.com, which you can see down below, I take a lot of still photos, and I've got some really nice, I think, pictures of the colors over there, so check those out. One of the other things I like about riding in the fall is the trail is not crowded. This trail rarely gets crowded, but riding on a weekday in the end of October when it's a little bit chilly, it's really empty. And there's something about that isolation that I really enjoy. You could get out here and really just take things in. Another thing, and I've talked in previous videos about the effect that the sunlight has at different times of day. You really get a different look. Different things are revealed because of the position of the sun, and the whole atmosphere can change. Well, the same is true when you switch seasons. Now, in the autumn, the sun is at a different angle, and that too really makes a big difference. It's a completely different atmosphere out here. And while I ride this trail almost exclusively for my riding, with the sun doing what it does and can do, each ride can be a whole new experience for me, which is great. Now, here in the Chicago area, fall temperatures can be anything from 30 degrees to 80 degrees, and probably lower or higher than that. So if you're in a climate like this, or even colder, wherever you are, just be sure you dress appropriately. I've got a few layers on, so if and when it warms up, I could take one or two of those layers off and still remain comfortable, and that's really a key. So yeah, I'm loving this fall riding this year. It's really nice. Oh, and one other thing. If you're a fan of them, and I am, otherwise I wouldn't be bringing this up, this is a time of year when the coffee shops have their pumpkin coffee specials, and many of them are really quite tasty and worth checking out. So I highly recommend you give one a try if you haven't previously. So that's it. I'm going to continue riding and taking this all in. I hope you guys can get out and ride or walk or do something outside and enjoy this beautiful weather, although I know parts of the country right now are having bad weather, but you know, that's kind of typical. But when the good weather rolls along, get out and enjoy it. Oh, one other thing. I try to answer all of the comments I get on YouTube, and periodically I'll receive an email from YouTube saying that a person has posted a comment, and I can read the comment in this email, but when I go to reply to it on YouTube, the comment simply isn't there. It would happen on probably 50% of my videos for one or maybe two comments. My last video, the one about Strava, there were half a dozen or more comments that I received but was unable to answer them. And I went through all the fixes and none of them worked. So if you post a comment and I don't get back to you within a few days, it probably means I didn't receive it. So if you could please just post the comment again and I will get back to you. That's it. Please like, subscribe if you haven't, share my videos with anyone you think might enjoy them, and I will see you on the next ride. Bye-bye.